Hi, my voice. Okay, I did another video, but I didn't want to do this one. But my dad's like, just do it. He came in right now in spirit form, and today is September 15th. Oh, probably because my sister's birthday today. So it's September 15th, 2025. And today is also your grandmother's birthday, your dad's mom's birthday. So and I have to go to the Dollar Tree to go get my mom, her friend Martha, a birthday gift because it's also her friend Martha's birthday. My mom's so fucking fake here. Anyways, my dad's like he's like, I saw a cop car, and because I'm asking, I'm like, what would be a good like revenge thing to do? What would be the really like thing that I could actually benefit off of later on or something? Whatever I wanted, you know. If it was my last ride or my last dying wish, or if I was on death row, then this is what I want. Like, like instead of a free meal or whatever, if I had a right or whatever it was, or my spell too that I'm doing. Anyways, these are my notes that I'm writing. I write a lot of them, but and then I have to tear them off. But right now I have to go get a book so I can actually flip it because it has a lot of stuff in it. And I said this before, like fucking 4 years ago. Anyways, I want Lauren to make me a painting of me dressed like a Native American warrior princess that cuts off the head of Jesus and holds it up proudly like one of those Aztec warrior paintings. Oh my god, that'd be fun. Anyways, so right now, my dad, he told me that when he died, he had an out of body experience. So he was watching him die, and I got a glimpse of that. How I'm like, how am I gonna die? Yeah. I asked like, cause a cop car came, and I'm like, is there gonna be cop cars? And he's like, yeah, you'll have cop cars. And so my dad's like, yeah, you'll have an out of body experience. Watch it. You'll be amazed. And I'm like, yeah, I remember having some. And he said that too. He goes, they're explaining to me that you had some too. I'm like, yeah, I already had some out of body experiences. and he goes, but this time, he goes, remember the butterfly? And I already said this before in another video. And I'll be talking about this a lot because this is kind of neat, the butterfly thing. Does a caterpillar know that it's a caterpillar? Like, does a caterpillar know it's going to be in a butterfly? No. So then the caterpillar doesn't know that it's going to be a butterfly. So then does the butterfly know that, hey, I was a caterpillar before and now I'm a butterfly? So is this like this too? Am I going to go into another cocoon? You know? Turtle Island. You know, so so many jokes, so many things, so little time. Yeah, rain's coming and it's not raining. And then there was this fog, this mist in the air, and it ain't normal here. Yes, when I was taking my sons to school, they were getting respiratory problems, like asthma problems. The clinic. And I always said, and I told my kids, I didn't fight for a fancy doctor because if they're good enough, any doctor is going to be good enough, you know? Then they're going to tell me what I need to hear. And my kids went through some really horrible doctors. That's what made me want to do it myself. Best and believe I had my kids go to the clinics so less often. They were hardly sick. They had some problems, but they were hardly sick. They had some problems due to like colds or things that usually kids get, but they were never, they bounced back fast. And I know that's part of life and where we were at, the situation and how it was handled. I made sure that they had the best comfort that they can get, because it's painful for me, let alone a child. No. And my kids did like school. I did make it. They did have a lot of friends. They did have fun. But I didn't like the controlling part. I didn't like the history part. I didn't like the grooming part. Come the fuck on, parents. These parents are teachers too. They were fucking setting me up, not putting flyers out in the fucking mailbox when they're supposed to be mailed out. I made sure I put those fucking those flyers out before, ahead of time. Every fucking, what she said, Thursday we put out mail, so for Friday. So either Friday, so that within that, she tells me, so every like either Wednesday, and I did this, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting the days mixed up, but I know that there was a certain days. So I know I stayed after school and I made sure that I put all my flyers out the day, so then the flyers out the day before, so then Thursday morning all the flyers are there, so ready to go, so I can leave Thursday afternoon and not have to worry about me staying after Thursday to put those flyers in, if that makes sense to anybody. Because it made sense to me that I had more time to spend with my kids on Thursday, because Wednesday's early day. It just makes sense to me. At the time, I was using my kids' time wisely because they grow up so fast. And I know that my mom was doing the whole Girl Scout thing. How do you do it? I think it's this way, the Girl Scout thing. So then I'm like, yeah, she's like, oh my God, my mom so wants attention. She tells me all the time she wants to burn down that gas station. Sam's Club, I hate it. I don't know why she shops there. They treat their customer poorly and their employees poorly, and they all sabotage each other. Holy fuck, they sabotage each other. Anyways, that said, that's an out of body experiment or experience that he had, and it bothers me that too, that my notes, they're like scribble scrabble, and they like sometimes they don't even make sense to me when I read it like a year after this. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck was this? I don't know. But that's because of my trauma, and I will make sense of it later on. It will make sense to me. So, oh yeah, ideas today that I had. So, like with these wellness centers, I think it'd be a good idea to have like a locker. Yeah, but bring it back to school kind of type thing. Lockers that if they're only traveling and they only have a little bit, or they want to travel around certain cities, I have them have a card and have them have like a 24-hour locker, so they can have their little bag, so they don't get stolen, and so they can go and roam around the city and not worry about their stuff getting stolen. That's trauma. That's hoarding stuff. That's putting people in like fuck it, why do I need it? You don't need phones, you don't. But if you have kids and if you're tied down to something, then you're fucked. So anyways, I don't like technology. I don't like phones. I like being alone. I like my privacy, but I am called to do this. So anyways, AI, I also fell in love with Lauren Tapia's art, and my children are part of that, and that's part of my world. I prayed for my boys. All I ever wanted was boys, and I made myself clear since day one, because of when my brother, I wanted to know why my dad was so evil towards us. Must be nice having Mr. Tapia's parents, who came from Mexico, and was the baby of the family, one of the babies in the family. I myself was not. I was the firstborn from my mom, but I was also the middle child from my dad, that had two girls from another marriage. Yeah. So I also had rocks too. I did the stone thing too, but I did it differently. I painted. I had the children had nature in their hands, and had the kids painted the rocks. And I also, the rocks that I donated, I prayed on them, and I also saged them. I cleaned them. Um, yeah, and it was a family thing. I made sure the family was all involved in it. And then I also put the community involved in it. So, my children, my offsprings are also going to be healers, and that's no debate. That is here. That's here to stay. That is set in stone. Um, that my children should know their full heritage and their true roots, because that is what my dad wanted in me. So it's a teamwork there. Um, that's it. I love you, my boys. And this is a video for me to calm down in court, because I do need to calm down in court, and I can't be crying like a fucking little bitch, because I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta put on a face. I gotta be okay, and I can't think about the triggers and memories. I can't think about, oh God, I gotta, I can't do this in court. That's what they want. They want a straight face, and I can't do that. You can't buy memories. You can't buy this. I'm forced to live in a world where people go to church and they fake it. They fake it. Um, I love you, boys, and I'll see you soon.